This is about the point where we ask who is not in the group.
Well,
Pro, are you test digital?
Yes.
That's one of them. All the Vindy people are here.
I messaged.
The raid is open, by the way.
I messaged Chikapoo from Niscent, but I haven't heard anything from him.
Okay, the game. I have to leave early today,
See the
so I won't do
last person?
the third boss.
I don't know if any of the unsureds are here.
I'll leave at like 2, I think.
From Niscent, who's not here. Raid is up. Somebody said it.
Is someone really quiet?
I think Odie is really quiet.
Oh, yeah. Super quiet.
I tried to zone of the raid. It told me to get out.
Yeah, it just kicked me out as well.
And then it crashed my OBS. What the fuck?
Get owned.
Damn.
Get owned.
Yeah.
Failed to get into the raid and said, all right, fuck you. Bye.
You didn't sign an NDA?
I'm gonna have to eat though before I go. I have to drive to the DMV. It's an hour away. Because the close one didn't have any openings in the time that I needed it. So, yay. I have a flight in
Just keeps
early
kicking me out
August.
of the raid.
And there wasn't any openings at the close one until like end of
Where are you
August.
trying to join from?
Oh, now I'm in.
I joined from Stormwinds, but now I'm just trying to go through the entrance.
I just
You
got
have the
into
cloak?
entrance.
I do have the cloak. Now, like, I'm able to get to the first boss, and then it just loading screen.
There's like
boots me
nothing in
out.
this little town though. There's like 2 restaurants and a bunch of bars, but that doesn't really help me. Unless they do takeout.
What are we? 695.
We can bring laws in if you have a spot.
Yeah, until we get word from Chikapoo or whatever.
Hey, Pi, how's it going?
He's logging in now.
Oh, this place actually does takeout.
Oh, I bet it's still.
And they look like they have good
I'll leave the
sandwiches.
group and reapply.
All right, I'm gonna assume most people know what's going on with this boss, either by normal or heroic. The only changes on Mythic are, based on the dungeon journal, what we can discern is that the wall from the intermission that you have the extra action button through with the cloak happens in P1 as well. So we probably will want to pull the boss a little bit off the wall to give melee a little bit of time. I don't know if it's obvious that it's coming from like really far away, or if it just spawns on the wall that we're next to. But everyone, you'll have to be ready to go through the wall with that. The soak mechanic is nothing really new. It just wipes you if you try to immune
thing.
it. And there's an ad in the intermission. I think Pike was saying, and it does kind of look like if it hits the wall or something, it blows up. So you kind of have to DPS check it. How exactly it works is we'll see, I guess. Well, Wall Snoopy did make a new character. We can do like one poll and see if we can see how the wall thing, the stuff like with the wall and all that works.
Things have assist.
We do have. Oh yeah, we do have. Alba. This boss is pretty intuitive, Walla. It's not anything crazy. There's circles you drop on the edges of the room. The tank has a drop-off mechanic. There's a soak thing that you alternate in. The soak, just do like melee first, range second. The soak is very quick, so be ready to get into the second one after the first one goes off. Do you have the cloak, Walla? You do. Okay, so you'll have an extra action button. During this fight that'll let you blink. When you press it, it like blinks you forward, and you use it to go through the like big moving wall. Everyone's ready, so the tanks can do a pull, whatever. Oh yeah, you can see it. The wall's way the fuck back there. These are the things you put on the outside. You can see the wall coming, so we know it's going to be having some melee. You can walk off when it's about to reach you, and then you blink through with your action button.
Wall is coming now.
Oh,
Oh.
I was
I think
ready.
the tank got distracted by the wall and blew up.
Oh,
in
that's the
waves.
tank buster.
I pressed the button.
Ooh.
Is that not what's supposed to happen?
Hey Raj, how's it going?
Press the button
One of the tanks just had the tank mechanic.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
the-
probably
Which
me.
will
Yeah.
fall off.
He does.
Mr.
He'll do a
Monk.
channel on you. I just hear whispers.
Yeah, you gotta run out. You just run out with it. It's pretty
Yeah.
basic.
Okay.
The tank might also just be able to live getting hit by the wall. I've never tried.
You could live it on heroic, but I think
It
does
is
like
Bran.
44 million on this. So
She's
you might
facing
have
that
to
way
just
though,
live it.
and it's like cut off.
Live it like that. But like.
And that timing's good though. You'll be able to drop it off and then blink through the wall.
Can I just transcend through it also? I don't even need to press the
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any movement. It's not like a kill thing after behind it.
Since there's an add and intermission that we have to kill in time, I'm not gonna lust on pull now. I'm gonna assume we're gonna make it to intermission.
Yeah, we can do that. We can see how tight the check is on that.
Yeah, you can use class tools as well. I don't think the cloak gives you anything for using it.
Here's the wall. This is the melee soak. No, that's the soak. That's the. Yep, and then range get it quickly. You can.
Oh.
Okay.
Ranged miss.
Only we had 5 people in the
The
second one.
Yep.
the knock
Yeah,
takes
well,
us a lot
it did
further
try
on
to
this
get one
difficulty
away.
than on heroic.
We could probably just do.
You don't go very far on heroic,
does it-
but
does
you
it
go pretty
pick-
far on mythic.
Is the person who gets targeted with the second one, are they able to move?
So
It's on the same person.
There's the
it's
mice.
on
It's
the
the
same
same
person.
person.
Okay, are you mobile like during that?
The ad is ads are.
I guess when you do like when the melee one, just do it on the boss, and then
there.
the ranged one, just move it out to the end. That way, the ranged
Oh.
don't have to move in, and melee don't have to move out.
Yeah.
There's the tank just moves out.
Can you give OD baby assist?
There should be plenty of people in that soak, right? More than 5 there. So for people that have the drop the circles off on the edge of the room, it's not a problem if they can't make it back in time.
Could be.
Do melee get the drop that you have to run out?
First boss, yeah.
That's
You can
what-
stand in melee. You just have to get knocked forward, I guess.
I think he. Wait, hold on. Are we talking about the thing that you drop on the edge of the room,
Mechanic
or
where
we talking
you drop the stuff on the edge. Do melee get that, or is that only ranged?
It made it, and
I was
heroic
getting
melee
it.
got it. So
Can you relist the group real quick?
is anyone logging?
I am.
I
Okay.
can be.
We have done 1 pull, 2 pulls on the first mythic boss. So
if we want to do the thing where the
so far, just
a
having
person
done it on
targeted with the
normal
soak
and on
moves, we
heroic,
can
I
have,
like them
melee
all
on
more.
spell ranged on X. The person targeted with the
Yeah.
soak though needs to like
I don't
recognize once it's gone off,
particularly
because
like
they
this
don't get
fight
knocked,
because it's
right?
like
So they have to look and see
experiments
that
wise
melee got knocked
in
and then move back to X, or else we're all gonna
it
die.
was kind of just like an ad fight.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't really like them.
Okay.
The rest of
Sounds good to
excuse me, the rest have been really cool, and then we haven't tested Dimensius yet.
5, 4.
I think this is a cool first boss.
2, 1.
And a reminder for melee, I'm pretty sure that soak knocks you like in the direction you are from the center of the soak. So you probably don't want to get knocked directly backwards, or you'll get knocked into the range soak.
You can also get
It
knocked into
definitely
the
does.
wall. It takes you pretty far.
Okay.
That's how I died. Oh fuck, I don't have the cloak. I gotta go get it after.
Wall.
Wall here.
I'm so laggy.
You probably have group soak soon, I think.
Yeah, it's right at the same time these next 4 circles go out.
Yeah. Melee just be like on boss near skull, range be behind them at the ping. Yeah, worked. Intermission, Gilead.
This ad spawned in the same spot, so we can't put this shit here, I guess.
You're saying this is the same spot it spawned
There's
last
a
time?
range
Yeah.
ad behind us too, by the way.
Yeah, there's two
Yeah,
ads.
these two ad spots are the same as the first pull.
Can you knock the ad? Can you grip it, knock it before you kill it?
I don't have a DK.
I need to fix my.
I put a ring on it,
pizza
didn't do
back.
anything.
Yeah, I don't think you can
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, you can live the wall by
My
running
cloak
through it.
betrayed me.
I figured you would have had to move the ads, maybe. Okay.
You just have to not put the tank shit on top of where they are gonna be.
Yeah.
And that's set location. It was the same as last poll.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah, it looked like
here and there.
There's only
Yeah,
one
maybe.
wall that ever
I'll try and
comes
mark
through,
them real quick.
or is it like a
And I
timer?
assume that it's gonna alternate since the boss keeps moving further back. So like the next one would be like up there.
This ramp. It feels like it does. Will there be Dementius testing? No. They started doing that on like Razageth. I think where they don't let us test the last boss.
We probably don't have enough people alive to soak the soak mech.
On this fight, is there anything stopping you from soaking back to back?
Yes,
No.
you take
Yeah,
a
You get
there's
knocked
a
back.
bomb.
you get a debuff.
There's a debuff, yeah.
There's no debuff.
Not on
I'm
this
not
fight.
getting one.
Yeah, there wasn't
Yeah,
one
there's
on
no.
this
You
one.
can soak
What?
both times pretty easily.
Yeah,
no matter what.
there's no debuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
our double soak thing with the person who has it moving is really good, I think.
You just likely won't be topped if you try and soak it.
I definitely
twice,
thought
so
there
you'll
was
need
gonna
to
be
use, like, something
a
yourself.
Galliwick secret phase, and
I
then
could've
there ended up
sworn the
not being.
Dungeon said there
I
was
thought we were
one
gonna
before.
jump down into the hole.
Nope.
Honestly.
Looking at it right now.
No, it's the only vuln is from the tank buster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
And
see
then
it's not there
we-
now.
we
Oh,
didn't.
easy then. Yeah.
Can you guys try to live till next intermission so we can see the ad spots? Everybody try and get in the soap. Ooh.
Is that the second soak or is that the
But
first
this guy
soak?
is
There's
so
two
big,
soaks per
and he's the
soak,
last
right?
boss of the
That was the
expansion.
second one. Everybody got knocked out of it.
And he's a
then not
big
enough people
void
got back
lord
in.
that we've already seen, so he
Yeah.
has some lore behind
Sorry, I
him.
meant
So
like, was that the second?
if there were
not
a
the
time to
second
do
of
it,
the two soaks, but
it would
like,
probably
was that the second time he
be
casted
him.
the ability?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he cast
we
it
haven't got
once
a
per
secret phase
it
in a
looks
long
like.
time.
Oh, no, that was twice there.
Not a real one.
Oh, that was twice.
I
Okay.
think it's only the first.
I definitely
there's
thought
only
we were
one in
jumping down
first
into the
phase.
center
This is
because
our
there was
second
that
phase.
little
that's
like
three
Yeah,
times.
this is
cardboard wooden
Okay, well, we're
arrow
dead now.
thing down there.
Alright.
I can live
blue
though.
tanks.
So, yeah.
What is protocol purge?
And
Oh, is that when he
this
leaves?
phase are in
That's when he
right
Okay,
leaves.
I
now.
see
It's the
an
same
ad
two
there.
spots. It's all the way back at blue again. It's the same. two
Okay, yeah, they're
spots
both at the
It's
start
just
again.
two ads. It's just
Wait,
two ads.
yeah.
Always, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, this
Wait.
is different. This one was
That,
like over.
yeah,
by
that
Moon.
middle ad is different. Moon was where the first one was.
Yeah.
Why are they so
There's
far
a whole
away?
lot of shit on the ground.
They are so far back.
It's like although we
That's
get
bad.
new space to
Can
play,
you-
like you had the first space we started the fight at is still available to us. So it's almost as if they want you to pull the boss back based on where those two ads spawned. But that's weird.
Does the boss
get pushed back real
teleport
far,
forward
but-
in intermission, like to his next spot?
Yeah, he teleports.
Yeah,
he
he
pushes
does.
you back
and
and,
he,
then
and he
teleports.
pushes,
You're
you,
gonna be
pushes
with your
everyone
cloak.
back here.
I wasn't sure if he ran or if he teleported. Okay, that's really annoying. So we just need a million multi-daughters like Bandit. Cool. because there's going to be an ad spawning like back here every time.
Shut up, Breeze.
I mean,
Log in.
they want you to like end back here anyway, and also it's like there's not
And
enough.
it's the
health
first boss
for
of
it
the
to
raid,
matter.
also. I'm sure it won't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
That's
2
also
star
doesn't matter
surges.
already. Like, yeah, it's like no health.
The second
Yeah, they have
initial push is way
120
stronger.
mil is like nothing.
I think it wants you to get pushed all the way to the beginning.
Yeah,
and have to
that's
walk all
why
the
they
way.
push it so strong.
You can't. You
Yeah.
basically can't fight it most classes.
I'm just going to Lust on pull. Intermission doesn't matter.
Frames are
Do we have
surprisingly
set spots
bad
for
for
the
PTR.
mine drop? Is it
For
over by
20
moon
man?
side?
The
There's
lag
a weak aura
seems
that I
fine,
signed. Did you not have
but
it?
the
And is it liquid?
No, I'm trolling.
Those are our liquid weak ores.
the frames
Oh,
are bad, but the lag
Wall's
seems
coming.
okay.
We'll have soaks on the next set of 4 get out circles.
Prepare for group soaks in melee.
It seems like it's okay if you like cloak through into mechanics. Like the beams don't do as much.
I really wanted to be in that link, but there was a lot of us
Yeah, there was
behind
no
it.
shot.
But we don't have a secret boss, but we have an optional
3 group
boss.
soaks
And I don't know what
past
that
the
necessarily
skills.
means. I don't think anyone knows what it means yet.
In melee. Ranged. Oh.
That one
God,
didn't
it
get
didn't back
knocked.
up.
Yeah, if it doesn't back up, we just die.
No wall's coming.
Second
Melee. Make sure you back up to range after. That was too early to back up.
Just look for the indicator of everyone who's standing on top of you getting flung the fuck away.
Right.
So, was someone saying that each phase is lasting longer? Like, does this guy do like, extra abilities?
Yeah, because
There
his
was a
energies.
third set of
That
units
is
now.
that is bad because we will get pushed back there, so we're gonna get pushed through it, and it'll be hard to get past it during the intermission.
This is the last group soak, and we'll phase after.
Melee first, and back in the range. Ooh, don't get knocked into the runes. Okay.
Yeah, they teleport you and do more damage.
Okay, so this is the same
Damn,
as last time
this
with
is
the ad
crazy.
positioning. There's one in the middle, and then there's the one
I
back
just-
at the very
yeah.
beginning. So at least for now, the ads are certainly set.
Is the wall coming?
Thank you for that. I was not paying attention.
They do some damage, but like
So
you're
the big puddles
you're
was
walking
from the
through
hit
it to
mechanic?
get
Does that
through
kinda
everything.
work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You seem
that's
to
on the
stack
big
them,
brother.
like you. I think
As long
you
as you're
can
not low,
stack
it should
them
be
in each
okay.
other.
You can stack
Yeah, you can
them, that's
stack
really
them
good.
directly in each other, and they don't get bigger or anything.
That's really good.
This is kind of complicated
How
for a
big is
third
the
boss, I
shield?
think. Or for first,
Over
yeah, for first
40
boss,
or is
but
it
I think
40
it's
bill?
cool.
What do
I
you
think it was 700 million.
Garbage time.
Yeah, we probably can't break the shield to so many people.
I kind of
Optional, but
can I
not.
see if I can bubble
Yeah,
it?
it
Is
drops
that- is
extra
that a
loot.
dash I
It
can
drops
or-
like fancy boots or
Bubble
something.
what? The last
The,
bag?
the purge
Bones.
ending.
He's the first
Yeah,
boss.
purge
Yeah,
ending.
this guy's first.
I mean, this is so long.
First
I
3
feel like
today.
you're never gonna actually hit this in Prague
Yeah, man, that's probably
It is
true.
very purple. Yeah.
unless they change the time of it or the length of it.
I would think that like even though you could probably you have like enough time, the damage increases, right? So you'd probably just rot down.
Yeah, I was thinking it started taking pretty hard there.
So far the ads have been the same: blue and moon first intermission, and then blue and orange second intermission.
So basically, we just don't want like the tank circle avoid mid, and traps avoid mid, and everything else seems okay.
Yeah, we should. I think we should just always do the tank circle back left.
5,
Yeah.
Sure.
2, 1.
It is real purple. I think by the end of this tier, I'm gonna feel very similar to how I felt at the end of Nyalotha, where I'm like, holy shit, everything's purple. I need a different color in my raid immediately. Did I pour into that? I might have, but I also might have lived because I had diffuse. Giving mother vibes. Yeah, she
Melee.
was a later boss though, right?
Back to ranged.
But she wasn't first. It was
Everyone
like
gets
third.
knocked the same way. You can just follow them.
The guy
and
on the
everyone's in
elevator
both
was first.
spots.
She was second,
You just get
right?
knocked like backwards.
Yeah.
It's
I never
pretty
did that
easy.
raid. That was right before I started raiding. Stinky. Hello, 8%. Yeah, it does like 15% damage. It's not that much.
Is this a damage amp on boss?
No, it's just shield. Or when
Well, I
the
just
the
like
damage he does.
we're
yeah.
confused about the optional statement where it's like, what is
Damage he
optional
takes.
about it?
Yeah.
Like you
okay.
don't need to kill it to get to the last boss, or you don't need it for CE, or like it stands alone. Like it's not part of the actual running through the dungeon. I don't know. It is, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Damn, he got real far with that one. He took no damage. Yeah.
That is so far back. Actually, maybe it is good to drag him back a little bit.
Yeah, you
Wall
can.
coming.
There's no reason not to. I think
Wall
stops
coming.
here.
Here. We'll have group soak.
I guess there's not really a reason to soak both. There's also not a reason not to if I can, though.
One more set of mechanics before we phase.
Dude, I don't want to talk about Prez. It's actually fucking ridiculous. I feel like it happens every tier. Every time. There's a lot more damage on this fight than I thought there was gonna be. And you're definitely not playing Chi-Ji here. There's no fucking way. Oh, those are physical
I wonder if that
blockers.
push gets stronger though every single time.
Oh, that was just damage.
It looks like it tapers off right before the end, so it's like you intended to start at the bottom.
Wall coming.
A healer's just meant to go through like as quickly as you can. Although I guess there's people back there that need to be healed, right? I wonder if I should save my last Yulon and use it here instead. Perhaps. Broken or bad, it is so overpowered. They're doing so much HPS and they're still doing like 80% over healing or something. It's an obscene amount of healing. And they like to lie to you and they're like, oh well, it's not actually that good because that includes pets. Like I don't care. I don't care. Filter out the pets. It's still like 8 mil. Show me where I fucking ass. Yeah.
Wall coming.
That is really annoying overlap.
Careful behind us in this next intermission.
Do you guys know if you can get the mechanic twice that you have to move out with in a row?
This guy's got. Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
got
only
it.
2 rats still.
I don't know what's twice in a row, but I've gotten a whole fucking
Puddles
lot.
that go on the side.
Yeah, the ones you just
Yeah,
take
you
out
can get that twice in a row.
with everyone
I don't know
alive.
the timers. Anyone? We know how long
Oh,
this
I
is
guess-
lasts? How much longer? I think.
This is the last set of mechanics before we phase.
3 energy.
There's a group soak here. And then we'll phase after. So just watch where you're going to get pushed back.
Oh, there's a
I'm
new
so
wall
bad.
up. There's a wall up, so we can't get pushed back all the way to the beginning anymore.
Will that wall kill you?
You're right.
You're like all range to hit that one.
Oh, yeah, range hit this one in the back.
Oh, that's a
Prepare for the
stun.
wall coming.
Wall coming behind us now.
Look at this wall of fucking orbs.
You can cloak through the orbs, but if you don't have your
Excuse
cloak,
me?
I don't
You
know
can
what you're
wait for your
supposed to
blink
do.
to blink through, maybe.
This
Yeah,
is
you
awesome.
Cannot bubble through it.
You can
I just
use
rolled
the
through
click
it.
to get through.
Oh yeah, yep.
My roll didn't take me far enough.
Holy fuck. So much damage.
Boss is cranking us.
Kill the fucking shielder, we die.
Oh my god.
The second pots are up. Not that it matters that much.
Are we just gonna die?
Yeah, can we
go-
stop damage?
I
Wait,
wanna
can we
go
stop
again.
damage and just see what he does in this phase?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's because very few specs and classes actually do physical
Just
damage.
hang out.
A lot of it is
The
a
elevator
mix.
is in a good place.
Okay, Shark.
All right. I'm kind of curious. I'm curious what abilities can break these without like getting stunned. I think these stun. So after this,
I can-
Yeah,
I
they
can
do.
bubble.
They stun and
Ooh.
drop a puddle behind,
I know.
which is
I know.
might be the
I know.
worst thing.
AMS can soak them.
So
Alright,
probably
where's
regular
Jay
mage blink.
I got stunned.
I'll run regular mage blink next time, and we'll see if I can get out.
I don't think. Well, I guess it.
It's not gonna
it's
matter
possible.
though.
You
Yeah,
don't really
want
need
it
to.
'cause
The
it's
only
gonna drop
time
a
it would be
puddle.
useful is if you need to pop a trap that's like in a bad spot for like the intermission, because then you could like.
Is it
pop
still doing
and
more
that
than it
just leave
should?
bleed
Who's
in,
saying
and
it's
you
doing
walk
more
up
than
and
it
get an
should?
intermission instead of getting stunned.
Oh, I wish I didn't use invis to see if I can invis this.
It does a decent amount of healing, but you're not running it in raid, and the damage is still pretty weak.
There's the wall.
Be right next to you. Yeah.
Oh, it comes from right there. Okay, yeah.
Wall again.
Yeah, I can break
Oh,
all of them.
more.
Oh, he's just spamming walls.
Yeah,
Did he just
just
spam
spam it.
walls?
I think he
Six
does
in a
like
row.
two, and he
He
does
has
2 in the
two.
mechanics,
3.
and then maybe 2 more.
Yeah. He's doing the
This
wall
is his
again.
other
He's doing
wall, yeah.
drops. Actually, you wouldn't be able to pass those, right? Because they're so
No,
close.
this
Yeah,
is
together,
the
you
end
wouldn't be able to
range.
do
he
this.
can
This is the
run
end range.
Yeah.
back, I guess.
Yeah, but you can pull him backwards. Yeah, so it's wall mechanic in the last phase, pretty much.
Double wall.
Well,
Like,
that's
oh.
again. This seems more like an actual enrage as opposed to
Yeah.
because we're like 8 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he does double. He keeps spamming double wall. Yeah, this is like an enrage.
Yeah, you can't teleport back any further to do the
Okay, and how
animation,
much do other healers get from their tier? Prez gets like 40% or something.
I'm a fan.
Put cooldown. I think it's like
Third person
15, but I can
lost.
tell
That
you when we pull
gigantic
again.
wall of orbs was crazy though.
Like 12 or 15.
That is, I think you just
Yeah,
want
what
to
the
use
fuck
cloak to
was
get through
that?
those.
I mean, it was just like wait 10 seconds for the blink to come back up again.
We could've went all the way around, but-
Range could have hit
I think
the boss from.
I think Master of
You can
Harmony
hit-
tiers,
you
that's
could
fine.
hit
It needs to do
from
more
there.
damage. Maybe take some of the healing
I
away
feel like
if it
if
does
that's
more
the case
damage,
for the
but I don't
last
think
section,
it's
I
doing
feel like
too
you would
much.
just move him back, right? Like you would just move him
So far,
like, towards the entrance.
yeah.
So you don't
If
have any
you
more
were,
time to dodge the
yeah,
so
walls.
far
if you
this
were
is
pushing
cool.
in rage, you would just pull him all the way back to this wall comes back up, this one behind him right now, so you'd pull him right on the other side of it. So you'd have as much time as possible to kill him.
So every other wall you have the cloak back anyways.
So just play a bunch of mages.
Yeah, they don't need to buff Chaos Brand. They nerfed it previously. It's kind of funny watching Shadow Priest complain about the Mystic Touch buff, though.
Walls here.
Oh, whoops. I was too early. I boarded early. My bad. Bonk. Zorthus did a video on the Mystic Touch damage. I saw another video about him as well yesterday. Dude, I can't see my transcendence on this. Like, there's so much shit everywhere. I'm just gonna. I'll put it like on Skull probably, but we don't take the markers
Yes,
with
Mage
us,
Blink
so I
gets
don't
you out of
know.
the stun from hitting one of the runes.
Because it's gonna result in physical classes getting over nerfed as a result.
Oh shit, we should all reroll human then.
I mean, it might. But
I feel like these ads are gonna have a lot more health on life.
Wall.
That's the first boss.
Probably
so I
full
don't think
multi-dock squad or you won't be
Yeah.
able to beat this, I think.
it might, but I don't think that it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. There's some people that are like, oh, now you're just gonna stack physical comps and raid, and I'm like, what? That wasn't the difference. Damage is not the only thing in raid that matters. Sprocket Monger levels of visual clarity. It's not, yeah, it's not as bad, but it's definitely up there.
So was that Spirit Shell?
What he just said. Oh.
Walls coming.
Yeah, this Yulon, I think someone else is sending a bunch of stuff, so I should not use it here, and I should hold it for that intermission where
Do not invis the group.
we are in danger. You'll rescue me into a beam. I can live the beam. If you
Might be
if you
able
want to
to
kill me, you're gonna
re-invis
have to
it,
rescue me
but
into the wall, which you might die as well.
Last
So
of the mechanics coming.
depends on how bad you want it. Yo, Walla has 3 rats. Hello? Save some for the rest of us. Where is my port right now? There. Yeah.
Walls here.
Ish. That cocoon is so small without all of the modifiers. Tragic, actually. Not bad, even after dying. This might... I guess there's quite a bit of damage on the first boss of, like, Sepulchre, but I was gonna say this might be the most damage taken on a first boss in a while. You don't like the fight, it's too purple. The beams do damage. They do damage, yeah. There is a stun. I got stunned earlier in the intermission, but I don't know what it was.
While during these traps.
But those are just damage. They don't stun you.
We want to do the last intermission again. We probably have to stop damage.
Oh yeah, let's stop. Let's stop for sure.
Oh,
Ooh.
we were cranking.
Oh, I still have old trinkets, dude.
I haven't seen any Augs at all.
Are these matrices and then is it a soak? Yeah, it's a soak, and then it's intermission.
We're about to kill this boss. On
Yeah.
accident.
So the orbs are still the same. It's still that same wall over there.
I think it's the traps. It's stun.
Walls coming. Can use, if you're really good, you can use the cloak to go through an orb and the wall at the same time.
You can kind of just walk through it.
Are we planning to kill this? I don't know if there's much we need to test. I feel like it's pretty simple. I don't know if anyone else has something they want to test.
Yeah, no, we all kind of lived through the whole fight. So
Yeah, we kind of just fucking smirked the fight.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's kind of shame to look so sad. Oh no. My aunt's dog had ACL surgery on both knees. Like 2 years apart, I think. He tore one and then tore the other.
I'm to a weird thought. What if you aug buffed the druid 4-piece ramp and they just get like a gigantic buff?
Yeah. Yeah, Boomkin? Fuck you. Shut up.
Boomkin. Fuck.
That was uneventful.
It's a good fight though.
Yeah, 94 crit.
I enjoy it for a first boss, that's for sure.
In recent history, my favorite first boss.
Yeah, this was a cool first boss though.
Teleport guys back at the entrance of the room.
A bull
I'll reserve
massive.
that
Those are
opinion until
the
I see how it
those are the
feels,
target dogs, right?
on week 12 of the raid.
We're scaled to
I know.
695.
Man, come on.
This trinket is
I think I
crazy. That's
definitely
not
think it'll
going
be good.
live
though.
like that. There's
It
no
doesn't
way.
seem like it has any annoying thing other than maybe like teleport.
It's not
like
Vexy,
1%.
yeah.
It's less
Yeah.
annoying than Vexy. Like, what else we had? I can't remember.
There's no
The,
less
mechanic-
annoying,
there's
I
no
think.
mechanics that force your DPS to not be greedy goblins to play the
it's
game.
like it's not like the Sepulchre first boss where you had like forced ad phases and shit. It's like you could just kill this boss as fast as possible and it's not a problem. That's pretty good.
Yeah, like even Olgarax had the like down phase where you couldn't attack him.
Yeah. At least like intermission is fairly quick on this. You're back on the boss pretty fast and you're just blasting him.
As opposed to Olgrax, it's also nice this boss isn't nearly 10 minutes long.
True.
Those
Target like
intermission ads feel
the
weird, though. They
grocery
feel, like,
store.
inconsequential. Are they just supposed to slow you down or what? They didn't.
Oh
do
no, those are
anything,
bull
and they have so little
terriers.
HP that
Bull
there's no way the
mastiffs
wall ever
are
hits them,
the
or
big
they ever
boys.
complete their cast.
Yeah, like I barely
Next
even
boss?
looked at him.
Yeah, I'm
The
also on
next boss is
Twitch
the spider,
right now.
right?
It's the moth
There you go.
thing where yeah,
The
from the
big
ceiling.
moth bug thing.
I'm just calling it a spider, man.
There was
Like,
one of those
it's all a
that
spider to
was
me.
at the dog park
That was
once,
a
and
slug.
the dog came up
It
to me
turns
and
into a
the owner
slug.
was like, "Careful, he likes to lean," and I'm like, "Okay." It wasn't okay. He
There's 2
almost
bosses
fucking
today.
flattened me.
Same 3 as yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow's
haven't
4
watched
and an
it?
hour earlier.
If you haven't watched them, I'd go take a minute to go watch the heroic video since the next one's not all that different at all.
Very interested to see how
Yeah.
the next one works. I want to see how
They're
the
really
pylons work.
the slobber a
That
lot.
beam's gonna be interesting.
Brandy, I'm lucky with
Because either
Brandy.
it
She
just does
doesn't
not matter
really
at all,
jewel,
or
but
it's
Kenai
like-
does. My brother's
Or it's
dog
very
does.
complicated. Yeah.
But it's the second boss, so it's probably the former, not the latter.
Feral Stalks Rising. Oh, we've been delisted for inactivity. I do think it's funny that Feral benefits more than mistweaver does for our own, or for Monk, I guess, more than our own physical debuff. I didn't really. I guess it makes sense, but I didn't really think about it that Brew does also do mostly magic and then or nature. Mistweaver obviously does mostly nature, and then Windwalker I think does the most physical out of any of the specs, but it's still not as much as like Feral gets. So apparently they fixed in the last boss of Halls with the new mechanic. They ended up fixing it so that when he knocks all the statues back during the intermission, it doesn't do 4 instances of damage anymore. I think they can still get bounced off of each other and do damage, but at least you won't get one shot before a really big damage intake phase. So that's good. No one wants Og, correct. I like this boss. It's just sleeping. Is the beast Og or Feral? Maybe like 20 minutes until the next one? I don't know if there's a healer to take my place. We had 22 sign up. Is Swirl here? How many bosses are available for testing today? Today it'll be 3. I'm only going to be able to do 2 because I have to leave after the next one. So I won't see the experiments fight. I won't see this one. But I want to see the moth, and then all the others are later dates. My tinfoil is that Og would not have been the introduction of Og wouldn't have been as bad if they didn't do it on a half patch. Like if it was an expansion release so that we could play the beta, the alpha, the beta, and like the early parts of the season with it, it would have been better. It might have still been overpowered, but at least at least we would have had more time. Instead of just surprise, here's a new spec and a new role. Randomly. It could have been a lot better, yeah. I do think we need a new tank spec. I don't think entropy, if it's even real, I don't think that's gonna be a tank spec. But it would be kind of crazy to have a class with 2 tank specs, kind of like DK used to be. You could be like a frost tank or a blood tank. Or maybe they swapped them at one point. I don't remember what it was. I do remember Frost used to have something to do with tanking, though. Yeah. 3 tank specs. Bring it back. Why not? I feel like I'm in the minority. I don't really want Tinker as a class. I don't really have a reason as to why, other than I don't really like it, the theme. It's kind of just engineer. I don't know. I see people talk about Tinker and Bard like a lot. I'm like, that's Hunter and a profession. I don't know. I'm not as into it as a lot of people are, I don't think. I just think of mechanomes and bleh. No. I'd be more okay with Bard. But I think that Tinker would be a little strange. What would we get? What would our new class be? I could see range DH. I could see like a battle mage type of, like a melee mage type of thing. But then that's just a paladin, but with mage appearances. Hunter tank. Shaman tank. Shaman tank could still be a thing. They could make it like a Earth Shaper type of thing. I was expecting like a black dragonflight spec for Og. For a tank. Maybe Warden? Oh, like both of the Wardens, I was gonna say the Demon Hunters, but like Mav, right? I could see it. It's kind of Hunter, kind of Rogue, but I think it works. Hey Chris, how's it going? Yeah, I could get behind Wardens. I'm trying to think of other things that we have in the game that aren't available to players class-wise. Necromancer's like a little too close to Unholy and to Warlock for it to be its own thing, I think. Testing's good. First boss is very good, especially for a first boss. I wasn't expecting to like it this much. A lot of stuff happening, a lot of purple stuff happening, but overall pretty good. This was first, yeah. Moth is second. Moth thing. I love glyphs. I wish we had more. Hey guys, is BM Hunter okay? Recommendations on which class to try first? I think Druid and Hunter are popular among newer players, partially because of the themes of them both. People like having pets, and then Druids can shapeshift, which is always very cool. Druid specifically always has something going for them. Has 4 specs, so there's usually at least one of them that's good. And you have a raid buff. Paladin's also pretty popular. If I were to start playing WoW from day one, I think I would go with Druid. Just because you have self-healing, you have stealth. and you have tools that help you like in open world as you're learning. I spent a lot of time running from things when I first started playing because I would overpull, and then I would like not have anything, and I was a pally, and then I ended up dying because they're not very fast. But Druid has a lot of good tools that will help you survive even by yourself, and then you can decide any role because they have all of them, so a lot of flexibility. There's no duplicates in classes. Well, huh? Priest has 2 healing specs. Druid has double DPS, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of them have double DPS, but Monk is a lot of fun. It historically it is not strong like Druid or I guess Paladin are, but it is a lot of fun. Herald and Templar are close on PTR. Herald even more brain dead to play. I could be completing open heart surgery on Oregano's left spleen and still do serviceable on Herald. How is it more brain dead when Rhett is a literal toddler spike to begin with? Take away the triangle shape from the toys. That's fucked. Toddler spec is crazy. Just mostly one meta and the playable others are just considered trolling. I mean, I don't know much about Rogue, but I think they play Sun, and I think Outlaw can be played. Unholy and Frost are both pretty good. I think there's 2 Hunter specs right now that you could argue are good, maybe not, but I can't remember. Bimkin and Feral are both very good. I think people play both Arms and Fury, depending. Enhancement and Ellie are both in pretty good spots. Yeah, rogues are kind of just rogues. I don't see a ton of rogue players that only play one spec. There was a while in BFA where there was like coming out of BFA where they're like, I only play Outlaw because that's all they knew how to play. But I feel like that's more of like a you're a rogue, not you're an Outlaw rogue. Whereas there's quite a few like I'm an arcane mage, I'm a fire mage, I'm a cross mage. Not a ton, but usually if they're playing a DPS only class, they know at least 2 or 3 of them. There's a lot of options, yeah. Druid and Raid is hot simulation. Druid isn't so much my preference anymore, but it is historically good. It is historically popular, and it does have a lot of tools for new players that will help them progress easier. Mm. Yeah, I think DPS balance has been pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to say don't play Monk because it is a lot of fun, but it has, and maybe Druid has this too, and I'm just not aware of it, but Mistweaver has a problem where as you're leveling it, as soon as you hit like, what would this be? This would be like 65. It plays entirely different once you get the last set of talents versus how you played it for all of leveling. And then the way that it plays like in dungeons versus in raids is really different. Healer tier list questions yet? No. I feel like I'm going fucking crazy though. Normally I'm pretty optimistic about Mistweaver, but I'm seeing people put out tier lists for like Mythic Plus and they're putting Mistweaver right next to Druid, and I'm like, what fucking game are you playing? What game are we playing? Because those don't belong next to each other. Like, I feel like I'm going insane. Like in raid, sure, maybe, but in keys, I'm just like, what? Normally it's me telling everyone like, no, Monk's better than most people think that it is, and now I'm like, why are you saying it's this good? It's not that good. Like it's serviceable, but it's not Resto Druid. Very confused about that. They are bad to watch. You should avoid them. They are entertainment content, but you don't usually get anything useful out of them. The neighborhood stuff looks cool. The new stuff. Are we doing a guild neighborhood? I mean, it's not even a reputation thing anymore. Like, after, I think Dragonflight did a lot for the community perception of it, but now it's a problem of you do not have a way to increase, for keys specifically, you do not have a way to increase your group's health pools. You don't give avoidance anymore. Your cheat cocoons are laughably small. Life cocoon is also laughable. You do not provide additional health, and the shields that you do have are not enough. And when that is what every other healer has and you don't have access to, then there's just no reason to bring it. No DR, yeah. You can heal. That's it. And until we get something, it's just not ever gonna be as competitive as anything else. That's why Dragonflight Season 3 was so good, was our cheat cocoons were bigger and the timings lined up so that you could actually save lives with it. Yeah, Windwalker slaps. We love Windwalkers here.
The portal is up.
Oh yeah.
Do they play WoW? I don't know. I remember finding them. I'm like, oh, I really like the song. Who is it? What? The only thing in there about for the artist is we are Windwalkers. We know we used to be heavier,
okay.
and that's it.
It's like we're all here. This boss is a little bit weird because there's a pylon mechanic that we won't know how it works until we pull it. Because there's not, the dungeon journal is very not clear on it. But the pylons will spawn beams, which I'm assuming will go towards the boss. And if you don't soak the beam, it pulses on the raid. It's like Fallen Avatar, it sounds like. That's basically the only new mechanic that I think is on Mythic, other
2012
than the
is
last
only
phase. There's a spread, which
have been
probably will
active.
have an indicator, so it should be pretty easy. But we really have to just pull the boss to see what the pylon mechanic is, and then we can work out how to handle it.
P2, you also need to have like 4 people or 5 people soak the tank soak at least, otherwise it shields or something.
Yeah, it's the same as last boss. You can't individual soak it.
It's that's the P2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She does like a
thank you for
frontal
the
on
7
one tank
months.
and
How's
then a
it
frontal
going?
on another tank. You have to have 5 people in each at least.
Yeah.
We came up with the name 10 years ago. We used to be called Atlas, but found that name was overly used and unoriginal.
Assuming we get to P2 on the first ball.
We thought of 100. This font is awful.
Yeah, let's do it.
We must have thought up 100 new band names. Eventually, we ended up being a time crunch and had to choose, so we picked Windwalkers since it's the name we hated it the least. I don't think there's any wild stuff in there. Ooh. What happened to you? Got bonked.
It's the pylon. I'm soaking the pylon now.
Oh, we didn't kill it.
Oh, right. The tanks have to hit the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's 2 rings of them now.
There's 2 rings.
I hit the what?
There's only
see, like the infused tangles. You have to hit that with the tank line
to make them killable. Yeah.
So there's only 1 pylon.
Oh, where's
right
the
now.
other one?
There's only 1 up right now. It's on Moon.
There's 2 pylons
to turn on. It's
It's on. There's one on Skull.
On Skull.
Yep, I got Skull. New rings are out.
So you just have to hit one of these blobs.
Yeah, assault.
You probably. Yeah.
I'll have them next to it on the other ring.
Can somebody else take
I
Skull?
see.
Oh, somebody take Skull. I died.
I can take Skull.
So
I
this
got
would be
this.
like 2 different soakers at least.
Stay alive. Let me see where the next one's
Ooh,
from. Oh,
alright.
okay.
I disabled the incorrect ability.
There's a pylon on X and a pylon on
Getting it.
blue.
I got cross.
So it's probably like first person
Those pylons
soaks,
hurt.
and then once we break through the walls closing in, people who run through go out and soak next. You have a pylon.
Well,
on
the reason that
Skull,
people are
X,
ranking this
and
over the way
blue
they're
this
ranking
time.
it is because the problems
Start
that they're
with
running
Skull.
into
They do drop
don't become a
between
thing
phase-
until like
between
20s,
pylons.
whatever next season's equivalent of a 20 is,
Well,
right? Or
somebody's
20 or a
Skull.
19 for some dungeons. It's an issue that will not affect most people, but at the same time, it feels like shit trying to recommend someone play Mistweaver knowing that they're probably not going to get an invite because they're not going to compete with
Even in melee of the boss, just blocks the beam.
the other specs.
Yeah, you just gotta stand between boss and beam.
It's
But yeah,
so
the
loud. What is that
pylons
called?
spawn and
Over
start
infusion burst.
beaming
I am
just
turning that
before
shit
the rings
off.
start spawning.
New raid's good so far. First boss is really cool.
I'm guessing here, but it does seem like timing is potentially right to like have a person soak and then person who runs through goes and soaks behind them.
When we do the tank frontal, I think it's probably better for ranged to always have that like near where the main.
It's not
range
that
point
mistweaver's
is.
not capable of 13,
And then we
14,
have
15.
like
Obviously
other
it is.
special
but
designated people to like go to the
people
opposite side, like
follow
melee.
what's
like
meta
a
even
couple
if it's
melee
not
to
relevant
soak
to
the
them.
far.
And
the
it's
far
not gonna be
pylons.
mistweaver.
So we're mostly between like X and Skull is where ranged is.
Yeah, we can maybe try something like
I'm
that.
well
where
aware
we
that it doesn't
don't
matter.
rotate as hard.
For 99.9%
time.
of people, it doesn't matter. But they're gonna
By just
pick
trying
what
to
is
stay
meta
in one
anyway.
spot as much as possible and see. Because I think the thing that'll force us to move is
Isn't
the
they
mechanic
shouldn't,
that
but they
tethers
do.
you that you have to run out of. You have to
This is
just
number
like not
2.
be standing
And
in
there are
our
8.
existing puddle
1,
when you
2,
break
3,
it.
4, 5, 6,
Right.
7, 8. One of them being optional, whatever that means.
Other than that, I feel like maybe staying in the same general area would be helpful.
Yeah, I think you handle the tether breaks like as you're I don't know how often they come out, but when on heroic I think we were breaking them like when we were like dodging the rings. You would just naturally like snap them like on the edge where you pop out of the ring.
Yeah, they break when you're 40 yards away, so it's only gonna happen once you run out. We should pull.
You could play Mistweaver 90% better
So I
than
guess we
any
just try to have
disgrace,
the
and you're
tanks,
still
like,
not
maybe
going to
always
be
try and
able
break
to
around
do what they
Skull
do for the
for
group.
Sure.
Like in the current season, in season 2. You could be the absolute best Mistweaver in the world, hands down. But if you're going up against like an average dispriest, it doesn't matter because they have tools that you simply don't have access to.
Yep.
And those
Shark, you get it
tools
first.
make the
I
group
get it
live.
next.
I don't like this first part of the boss. I like after. Okay, well, it's a cool first part of the
Try
boss.
and run
It's just
through
kind
and
of
then
boring as a
soak it,
healer
Shark.
because there's not like a ton of damage.
Got it. How many stacks did you get to?
14.
Okay, I only got to 5, so it's not very even. Blue and X.
Cleared. I'm getting blue.
Okay.
I'll get X to start.
Stop taking stacks! I can't heal that many. I don't have an external for you.
I take it now, Shark. Can you run through
45,
and then come back and take it
46,
again?
47.
Yeah,
It's over. He's dead.
Oh, it's already gone. I only took 4 stacks that time.
Who up healing there, spider? Why is this one so boring compared to Mistweaver? Correct.
How long does it
Yeah.
last? It's 15 or 20
10.
stacks.
10 seconds.
Oh no,
Would you
sorry, I
go?
meant the beam. Like how many stacks
Oh.
total does it give out?
It sounds like about
Going on
20.
Cross.
Okay. That's pretty easy then.
I've got cross
It's kind
right
of just
now.
like
Somebody gets Skull.
I'm on skull right now.
Somebody have to go through quick and pick it up from you.
I'll get Cross. I got it. Now.
Okay.
My skull is dropping it off. I'm back on skull.
How many stacks did you get, Shark?
It already cleared.
Heal
so
him
I
for
don't know.
90
I'm on
mil.
blue.
I'm guessing it was 9. Okay.
Damn.
I'll get blue.
Somebody get X. Somebody get X.
I'll get X after whoever's taking it now moves.
Need a blue backup soon.
I will get Moon. I will get Moon.
That's a DPS job, I think. Maybe.
That was 3 that time.
We want to rotate. There's a lot of webs here.
Yeah, we can rotate towards the moon side. Maybe it looks like there's a lot less over there.
Okay, I will shoot
What
towards
we
moon
did on
side.
Rogue is we kind of changed the place we were breaking out of. Like we rotated it slightly so that the web.
Somebody.
I'll get X.
Not behind
I've got Moon.
Do those circles do a lot of damage?
Just try and stay alive till the next pylon set. I think I know what's gonna happen though.
He faces at
Yeah.
50, right? If it's the same.
Yeah.
There's four
Yeah.
pylons active right now.
So it's
slamming lust on pole.
I have moon right now.
Now it's 4 pylons.
yeah. I mean, I did no DPS this turn, this fight, because I was just looking at stuff. So the pylons spawn in each phase 2 sets. It goes 1, 2, then 2, 3, then 3, 4. So this is the last one where we have all 4 active.
We can maybe see a bit of P2.
That.
You can void elf under.
You can void
Just
elf.
freedom and walk through it.
You can also just you can freedom and walk through.
It does a lot of damage if it is a non-tank, but
Just hit blades, storm avatar.
It should cancel the mechanics when we push it.
honestly 50%.
The only meta class I did have an issue saying wasn't meta or needed in hierarchies was Og.
Yeah, we just
I mean, there were some groups that did
Yeah.
run without it, but you weren't like. I think you were still like
Pull
a
it
couple key
immediately to
levels
the edge of the
behind
room, like, as far as you
the
can.
highest that
I
was
wanna see what
running
happens
Og.
with the pools.
I don't wonder if it's too immediate, like tank soaks. If you do some kind of weird, like half the group on one side, half the group on the other, it's just gonna one shot because we have no people. But okay, no, it's just it waits. It's the same as heroic. And then
That was
the
the. I don't know if anyone noticed, but that was the spread indicator, so it's pretty obvious.
Oh, it says
okay.
shield balls too. You got the shield.
Well, that's because we didn't have enough people in the soak in the frontal right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's like the same thing. Besides, you get to shield if you don't soak, and like there's like the spread during that one mechanic, but it's like basically the same P2.
When we do the tank
Okay.
or like the movement, can the tanks always just aim to be ahead of where the last puddles were dropped in going whichever direction? But I think
just
that'll
move it a
dictate.
bunch. You move it a bunch after it does like the roaring, like whatever arcane something move when it shits out the stuff on the floor. What is it called? Arcane outrage.
And yeah, but for P1 now, I was thinking like if the tanks will just
Oh, for the
dictate
spread,
our rotation. Yeah.
We just
That way
like,
we aren't going like to one side and
whenever
then
there's
the
too many
exact
webs.
opposite. Yeah, we just want to stay like close to where our last webs were, and the tanks will be able to dictate that with where they point the frontal.
Shark, start on moon. Yeah.
Yep.
Nope, it's on X this time. It is random.
Oh, it's random.
I got it.
Turn and kill.
Switching with you, Shark.
Okay.
Like Aranog.
I got 6 stacks.
Okay, so I should get 14. Yep.
14 billable?
It is 20
Yeah,
stacks
not
total.
that bad. You can live 20. It's just
Yeah.
I'm on moon.
which that honestly might just end up being the play. It's really easy if only one person has to do it.
I don't. Can you soak it the entire time without getting killed by the rings?
It depends. I am going to with turtle here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a little laggy now.
Are you about to get yoinked? Okay, so it does end before the rings hit the middle. So you could, yeah, just have one person soak the whole time.
Was I in it still? Whoops. Thought I was far enough out.
New pylons.
I'm gonna move way over here. A lot of
Where are
work.
you, Shark?
I am going to moon.
I'm dead. I can't back you up.
I've made a big mistake.
Turn and kill the ad.
Moon's gonna go to boss.
I think there's enough people over there to catch it.
Oh, there's a...
Are tanks getting hit with a lot of damage in this phase at all?
I think tanks will be soaking beams.
Yeah,
After the two
yeah.
frontals, tanks just soak beams for sure.
That's what I'm thinking. Do you guys live the rings coming in?
There's not much damage
I
here.
can
It's
just
just
freedom
kind of
myself and
like
stand in it, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you just freedom me, we can both just stand in it
random
easy.
kind of
Yeah.
bad
Oh
damage.
yeah,
but not
okay, yeah. So
really.
you just have tank soaking then.
I don't remember
Okay,
if it
cool.
gets better in the last phase.
We're always hiding there.
Uh-oh.
Phasing in 3%.
Blast them.
That was not as fast as I expected it to be. That's okay.
We can just ignore this because the phase is in here.
Yep. Phased.
Plop.
First mechanic I think is the tank frontal. 1 and 3 be in it.
I'm gonna stand on blue for it.
We should probably do 1 and 2. Well, yeah, just have some people in 1 and 3 not be in it because
Alright. Yeah,
there's
it could
not a
be
lot of people
dead.
in 2-4.
There was no
Oh!
one in it. There
Not
was
enough.
a total of 4 people in there.
This is the spread
Good.
mechanic.
Holy fuck.
Prepare for next frontal, just like everybody get in it. I'm
Ooh,
not sure
answer.
exactly what
Wait,
comes
does the
next.
dot from it
It's the
increase too
same
with the less
model,
people you have?
but not as thick.
Maybe.
You know. Well, I mean, technically it is because she came out of that thing, but no, I mean there is. That was supposed to be like half the
You
raid
guys are
group,
all
so
going
there's
down
only
next
like 4
frontal.
people in it.
It was taking 10 million. Yeah, we just didn't have enough people.
That is sick.
in that
Yeah.
What,
first
18 mil overkill? Yeah, that's some. That is some missing individuals. That's alright.
Okay, well for like
We
all
weren't
of
sure
the
if we were gonna
first
do
phase of
1
P1, you could just
or
have tank soak because there's only 1 or 2 beams out.
No, well, we can only soak after the front after we do our frontals, realistically.
Oh, okay, so you
Sort
just have
of.
somebody.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we
Yeah.
can kind of just put the frontals anywhere and make people run around, but it's gonna probably be more annoying.
I mean, you could put the frontals at your like soak spot.
Yeah, but if
this
they're
piece
on
would have
opposite
kept
sides
everyone
of the
alive.
room,
True. What the
that
fuck,
sucks.
Brandon?
Because then you guys
Oh,
have to break one here,
that's-
then run around over here and break that one.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
At least he didn't heal me.
Okay, well, like Shark and I will play like first soaker, and then like once frontals are done, tanks can take over. I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Works for me. Oh my god.
I think
I keep forgetting it through.
there's definitely a way to like use blinks well on this fight because the tethers all seem to come out at the roughly the same amount of time while the rings are coming in. So as long as you don't blink over the ring before the tether
Oh, that's
happens,
so
you
annoying.
can blink after, and then it doesn't affect you really. It's on X.
I'm gonna be really sad if we get the notes
first.
today for healers and I'm driving
And get off
or
X
at the
now.
DMV. And it'll probably take longer to get there than
Tanks
it'll
are
actually
broken on
take to
skull.
do the things, but whatever. So driving 2 hours today saves me driving 24 hours in 3 weeks, and that's fine. Have Brandy drive. She would if she
X
could,
and
I'm
Moon.
sure.
I got Moon.
There is a closer DMV, but they didn't have any appointments until after I need it done. Yeah, if I end up not getting the real ID in the mail
I got
by the
X.
time that I have to go,
Okay, let me
it's
go over
a 12-hour drive there.
I
and
got
a
Moon now.
well,
Okay.
so I'm yeah.
It's too early.
I decided that so my cousin has a thing that I'm trying to go to. I'm going back to California for a concert. But my cousin also got married, so we were gonna do like the little party thing. But that's
You
in
used to live that
SoCal,
excursion
which is
day,
8
huh?
hours away from where I'm going for the concert.
Just month
So
things.
it would be 7 from here back to California, and then another
Skull,
8
Moon, I got
down to
Moon.
SoCal, and then 8 back, and then another 7
I got
back.
Skull.
So it's broken up,
I got
but
Moon now.
break these tangles.
it's still really like my license to get here in time, because I don't want to drive that much. That's a lot of driving. Hey, I'm gonna sleep on this boss. This is definitely a do mechanics boss instead of a do healing or a do
I've got
damage boss.
cross.
I got Moon. There's one on Skull too.
Valley should be good at it. It's like 2 target healing, right? Whoever's soaking.
I can take all of Moon. Just get
Is
the other
Yulon
two.
better than Shiji? In most cases, yeah. For Mythic, we'll probably run Yulon the entire
I
way.
got cross.
Unless something really
Okay,
weird
let me go
happens.
through. Boss is phasing soon anyway, so.
I got skull.
Just hit boss.
Done.
That was way easier with the tanks.
Yeah, that's so much easier.
Just come here for the first
Do you feel
one.
bad when you're not top HPS? No.
1 and 3 on the ping on first rental.
Definitely not in
Ping again.
testing. With 5 healers.
Spread mechanic. And then 2 and 4.
It does
be
feel bad
prepared
if
to get into the tank
Mistweaver
funnel.
as a class is not capable
Ping
of high
friends.
enough HPS to warrant bringing it, but that's not currently the case. For raid. Okay, there's a little more to do here.
Spread.
Spread again. Is that really just it? Rotate frontal and spread?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's just a burn until the bust is.
Alright, 1
Because
and
we're
3.
running out of room pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think we can move it more efficiently, but also not a big deal.
Still have quite a bit of room, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, to rotate around. Spread.
That
That
spread
spread-
feels kind of whatever too,
It does
because
so much damage.
That
2
does
and
so
4.
much damage, though.
2 and
yeah,
4.
a lot of damage, but
It also instantly
It
like
auto
ticks
spreads you.
AoE. If you're pre-spread, it's gonna be pretty easy.
Spread.
Does the spread do pulses the entire time, or is it just at the end?
Yes. It pulses every second,
Pulses
and I
the
think
whole
it
time.
I think it pulses like immediately because I died almost insta. So you want to pre-spread for it. This is what, 1 and 3?
Whew, we're running out of people.
We got a bunch of people dead, so.
Was that line right there? It might have been.
The web on the side of the room makes it a lot more annoying.
Yeah.
2-4.
How bad does this hurt?
Bam.
There's there enough people at this point.
We can die.
I think when we do the
Okay,
P1, when
second
we do
phase
the,
is fun.
the puddle drops on the edge,
First
make sure
phase
that
is
you're
boring, but
lining
second
them
phase
up
is fun.
against healed ones as best as you can.
What happens
to
if
conserve a
you
little
don't
bit.
have 5 people in this?
What does
Boss
the web
gets a
puddle
shield.
drops?
The big shield.
Oh, it's
If you're
Bad
tethered,
shield.
if you are
Snap the
tethered to the
tether.
boss, yeah, you run 40 yards away, snap it. It drops a puddle like Ansarek webs that grows.
Is it just like randomly picking people to do it throughout the phase?
Yeah,
it's,
it
it's
usually
right before we move out for the
for the ring.
Yeah, for the ring. Or around
It's
that.
usually when the ring is like here-ish.
What about
is where it
Parsis?
starts picking
Completely
people.
and utterly useless, and I would not recommend taking them to heart.
And it like yoinks you hard.
Pretty much the only
which
thing
is
in
why you
raid
don't
that
wanna,
you're
like,
trying to
blink
pay
over the
attention
ring
to
early, 'cause if you
is
get
are
picked by tether, you'll
people
get yoinked into the ring.
are people dying to lack of healing and you're parsing low, then there's maybe a
We could
rotational
say,
issue going
like,
on. But if people are living and
everyone
you're
who's
parsing low, then it
tethered-
doesn't matter.
Most people are
It's probably
probably
just
just
you're
running
getting
out of the
heal
ring
sniped.
natty. So everyone who's tethered should just keep.
Or there's
running in
not
that
enough
same
healing
direction. Like,
for
if we
however many
break the
healers you
ring
have.
on like Skull.
Same
Everybody who has a
difference.
tether, just make sure you run like directly in line with Skull all the way to the back, and it'll drop them all together instead of spread out. So we save room in the last phase.
If you drop on someone else's puddle, though, you get stunned. So don't do that. Just spread out.
Human racial.
Oh really? Okay.
Yes, that is a mechanic.
Cool. I lied. Don't listen to me.
I mean, it can be a useful tool, but more often than not, people just
Skull.
look like, oh, I great parse. I'm terrible, when
All
that's
you,
not
Shark.
the case.
Okay.
Or
I got it now if you want to move.
I orange parse. I'm the best thing ever, right? Goes both ways. But
I guess
neither of them are
everyone's kind of in the way
necessarily
for
true.
moving out.
Yeah.
Does cloak prevent the stacks from accumulating from the pylons or no?
I'm going to.
don't
I got
know
Moon.
If I looked at that or not. It prevents the damage. I think it does. I can try again.
So the number's not really what matters. Yeah, like logs are very helpful, but parsing is not.
Tethers are on Moon and Blue right now. Or pylons.
I got blue.
Oops. I was looking at Stackerinos.
I got moon.
Oops. When you look at top parses, they're mostly carries. They're either, yeah. And like we're starting speeds
Res
next week, so we're
Toitic if
under
we
healing
have a
on
res,
purpose.
And then we need other people to
We
be.
don't.
Okay.
All good.
All range, just pay attention to the pylons since both me and Shark are dead.
Yeah. Like we did speeds for the first time in, well, not the guild for the first time, but the first time I did speeds was in Abris, and it was fun.
Whenever.
Like 2 healing Sark with AO on Druid and me on mistweaver, like that was fun. I don't like it more than Prog,
Take X now.
but it was fun.
I got
As like a little, hey, remember how to push your buttons before we go into the next tier.
Next one we're gonna have 3.
It cleanses your stacks as well, so I could easily slow one with the clutch.
But because of that, you're also not going to be able to beat someone
get a
who
quicker
is 2
line.
healing. Right.
Oh, that's right.
Like if you go into your normal raid,
Blue,
you're like,
X,
oh, I'm
and
gonna try to
Skull.
parse, and you have 4 healers, it's just not gonna happen.
Somebody get skull. Good.
I get X.
Turn kill.
Man, I do not want to go to the DMV. What about damage parses?
Break the rings.
How many PIs are you getting? Are you killing the boss perfectly at the end of your second set of cooldowns? Are
I
your
think we're pretty
friends
dead.
leaving up the ads for
Yeah,
you
probably.
so that you
Is
can
Piercing
pound off
Strand
of
just
them
the
or
rings
funnel
coming
off
in?
of them? And
That's the tank
That's the
frontal.
tank.
are you getting ogged?
Oh,
and...
okay.
Yeah. A lot goes into DPS stuff, but I think that they have a lot of exclusions.
It
like
doesn't
your
look
log
like
gets
being in the
invalidated
direct
if
center
you
of the
get
boss's hitbox
multiple
when
buffs or
the
something.
rings
I don't like at
finish
DPS logs
actually
though.
does anything.
Well, yeah.
So the only time it matters is when he's doing his every other one, right? When he does his like get out
Yeah.
mechanic.
So like if you can stay in the middle, you don't necessarily need to swap out the beams. I don't think.
That feels like an oversight.
It's like a spider moth mix.
Yeah, I had to test it
thing.
because like
I don't know.
all other iterations that I know of this have an explosion when the ads reach.
Mm-hmm.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I look at the logs just through Warcraft logs. It's not Warcraft logs' fault. Like it's not logging is not a bad tool. It's just that the parsing isn't the valuable part.
First one's on Moon.
I got it. I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm there now too.
Okay. I'm gonna test his theory with standing in the boss's hitbox.
All right, enjoy. Yeah, the frames seem exceptionally
rooted.
bad. 15.
I've got blue.
I can get skull in a second. Got it. Do the tether, like the rings, not really do any damage? They just kind of root
I got
you?
skull.
They do a decent amount.
Yeah, they do damage. They killed me.
Okay, I was standing in the middle, and I did feel like I wasn't taking damage, but I did get rooted.
That happened to me too. I'm not entirely sure why.
Okay, we're standing in
But
the
it didn't
hitbox
one-shot
just to
you, so
see.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's about to
got hit
unbind
by
tab
both
and
of
use
them.
burn
but I
ability.
didn't die.
I don't play with the normal. I don't play with the normal keyboards.
got
I don't have tab
cross.
targeting.
I got blue.
Keybinds are really personal though, so it is
got
completely
cross.
up to you on if that feels comfortable and if you feel efficient with it. Five heals in season 3? No, this is the 3rd boss, so it's just who's around during raid testing because raid testing's at most people in the middle of the workday. It's not needed. We could probably 3 or 4 heal this, I think.
I've got Moon.
I've got X.
This is the last raid of the
or Skull,
expansion.
sorry,
yeah.
I got Skull.
So Dementius is the final boss of the expansion. Like, I could pop Yulan. It's already been 2 minutes, so I could have used it twice, but there's just, like, nothing to use it on.
I would phase
We phased. 1 and 3 first frontal. And then pre-spread after the frontal. Spread out. Two and 4. Everybody else is pre-spread. One and 3.
This part gets a little spicy.
Pre-spread. Two and 4.
There's just nothing to do in the first one. The first phase. Hey, leader. Have a good night. I have like 30 minutes.
Pre-spread.
At the end of this boss, I'll probably just take off.
If you pre-immune, you don't get the spread circle.
Wonderful. This is what, 1 and 3?
Yep.
Yes.
Do we want to kill here? Or do we want to?
Let's go again. I want to try more.
Yeah, we should go again.
How bad do these hurt? Like half. Does arachnophobia mode work?
I guess for the spreading of that, like if what is it? If 1 and 3 go first, the group that goes first maybe tries to stay ahead a little bit.
It might not. I'll leave it
So
on
our
and
spread is a
do
little
the
more
next poll
natural.
and see.
Like ahead of the boss,
Like
and then
the frontal should be in front of the boss.
yeah, just that way. Like the group that has to go doesn't always have to move
Maybe not, because I don't think
to where
it's
the tank
technically a
is. It's
spider.
like if 1 and 3 go
It's
first,
like a
they're kind of staying ahead,
moth.
and then that frontal can stay ahead, and then 2 and 4 can stay behind.
Sure.
I think it
We
works
also-
fine either way. Just trying stuff.
Yeah, I should not be in group 3. Like both tanks are in group 3 right now, but I've just been going in 2 and 4. But it's probably 9 and 11.
You have
for each stack, which
dysprasophobia.
is
When you
probably
can
fine.
turn them off, that is fucking real. No, it doesn't look like
Which
it.
tank wants to move to a different group?
Aiden, I've been doing 2 and 4.
Okay.
You switch him with Garf,
With who?
son of Garf.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
Son of Garf.
Also remember that range, like you can be in the frontal soak but far away from the boss. You don't have to be like
It's probably
in
looking
melee to
good.
get the soak.
I don't think they're looking bad. I haven't heard anything from them though. Oh, fuck off. I hate errors. I haven't really heard much feedback from paladins at all.
Another one at skull and blue. I've got blue.
Oh, okay.
I got blue.
Whole raid is at skull. Just let them have it.
HL's being quiet is usually scary. Yeah. And so I haven't heard much of them, so it's probably
I got blue.
in a pretty good spot.
Move it away.
I like that sound, the animation.
This tank frontal's gonna be right through the group. Watch out.
One at skull.
One at moon. I'll go to moon.
Funk.
What?
A tank? What the hell?
I've got skull.
Oh, there they both. What was that? Whoa.
Any res, maybe?
Nah.
Okay,
Maybe
maybe
res.
just.
I don't know how
Mhm.
that's
Probably die soon anyway.
We die.
not in it, but
I just one shot both of them.
Chica,
Do they
do you
have
wanna come
like
in?
a damage taken increase type of thing?
Oh, he's muted.
We get healer tuning today, right? 100%. Surely? I got baited twice and both of them were warlock changes. Like what the who what? Alamazi, please. Spare some dev time.
Sharky, start on X, I'll start on moon.
5, 4, 3.
Surely they won't wait until August 12th. Yeah. Surely not. Yeah, DK has been
skull.
getting a lot of changes lately. Some of them good, some of them bad.
Tank can probably just get it instead.
Can we bop chicken?
That did not work.
I've
Oh,
got
it's
blue.
done. There's a okay.
Unlucky.
I've got cross.
There's still room for DK because Mage gets a dissertation every patch. It's usually Arcane too, isn't it?
I got blue.
I've got blue. There's one on skull.
I'm going to skull.
I got blue.
I got moon. Blue and X are the other ones.
Planned
I've got cross.
Here for healing.
Boss will probably
Probably
phase
should have
during his
held
spring set.
this, but
Watch frontal.
Yeah, just push boss.
I got blue.
One and three first. Free spread.
I think it's natural. People want to play like by the boss in the wall, but nobody
2-4.
has to actually play there.
Free spread, everyone else. One, three. Free spread. Two, 4. Free spread. One, 3.
I'm laggy. My frames.
Free spread. Are we going again or are we killing?
I'm fine with killing.
Not a lot of space here.
2, 4, 2, 4.
It dead.
Boom.
Transmog. That's kind of a pretty. I think it's a pretty good third boss. There's like nothing to heal in the first fate, so that's kind of whatever. But it's cool mechanically.
We're at 695 eye level.
Yeah.
Scale us. Or have we all been at 695?
I think so.
For today,
Mythic.
so
For
far,
Mythic.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
heroic, it was like 684, I think.
I think it was less than that. It's less than heroic was less than we are on live.
heroic. Yeah, it
On
was
logs, it shows
676
as 676. Yeah.
Okay.
Did anybody notice any patterns with like who got targeted by the pull threads? It was just completely random.
I think it is because I got it as melee. I saw range people get it. It just
Did
happens.
did anyone get it like 2 ring sets in a row?
What thing? The tether?
The tether that pulls you into the boss. Because like it pretty much comes out on the ring
Let me
sets.
check.
I definitely only got it once per cycle.
Yeah.
What is it? Infusion tether? I don't. There wasn't any on the kill. Oh, other than that, no. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. A lot of people got it like the one after, so like not back to back, but the one after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because it only does it twice, I think, per phase.
Hmm.
Because it does it once per ring set.
The
I
rate
think.
is good so far. I think the first
I have
3
to
are
go and
pretty
check the
cool.
video.
I don't like the third one. I also have to leave,
guess
but it's like
kind of
a
like
experiments type of boss. So it's like an ad fight.
Rocket
You have to break ads out
drills,
of
where you're only gonna get it
jails
once
and
per
then
phase. How many people get it at a time? Only 4. Oh, that's not.
break them out of cages and then kill the ads. I don't love fights like that, but
It just hurts a lot if the rings take a
That's
while
okay.
to.
that's the only one that I
open.
like don't really have an
I
opinion
had a
on.
few
But all
times
the
where I went
others
up
have
to
been
like
cool
10,
so
11
far.
stacks, and I'm like losing 40% of my health a tick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over. I'll send you guys to Swaggles because he's streaming the raid testing. But I'll be back tomorrow for the rest of raid testing, and then is there one Friday? No, tomorrow's Friday. Is there some next week? No. Okay. So Friday's the last set of scheduled raid testing currently. That's crazy. GG's. Good luck.
Thanks for coming.
GG.
Yep.
Did his stream just die? Or did my internet die? Nope. There we go. Yeah, so we will be back tomorrow. I will see you guys then. GN